Welcome to the GCCC.
No matter how hard you try to be normal, people are going to insist you're doing it all wrong. They'll say it's unusual to sport the same fashion of blue jeans and black t-shirt every day, or school clownfish in your gullet in hopes of forming an internal chorus of nautically themed comedians. They'll tell you you're crazy for tossing the touch-too toasted slice of bread and starting from scratch, or for marrying a cardboard cutout of a can of Campbell's chunky chicken. Well, we're here to tell you that it's perfectly okay to repeat directions aloud as to not forget, or to mail a strand of hair a day to the Department of Sanitation until they finally agree to carry your child. Yes, we here at the G-tripC want you to know that it's perfectly alright to stand up to the normies and own your shit. And if they don't like it, well, fuck. I guess they never intended on understanding at all.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Nice.
That's the one. Oh, yeah. So guess who's still manic?
And I'm still an idiot.
Guess who's still manic? Yes, sir, me. And I imagine you're still pretty horny.
Oh,
as per usual.
Lethally.
Yeah, lethally horny as always is Colton.
Yeah, Colton right here.
Yeah, I'm still wired to the T. And I'm Brendan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am so jacked up this week still. Since the last episode, I feel like I could fight a truck if it came at me.
That was a great.
Would you fight a truck?
I could fight a truck. I couldn't fight Optimus Prime.
I feel like I could run into those woods. See those woods up there?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I could run deep, like a mile into those woods, and I could punch a bear in the mouth. And I almost only half care if it eats me.
Right.
That's how jacked up I am right now.
That's awesome.
Just on myself.
You fight my battles.
Do you want to build a house? You want to go build a house with me?
I did feel like building a house last time. After the fact we did it, I was like, I want to be Home Improvement.
Just excited about all of it.
Terrible house, like the pig that built the straw one. My house is not safe.
Oh,
but it's built.
See, my issue is I really want to build this house, but then next week I'm just going to be like, oh, this house sucks. So I'm always going to have half a house somewhere.
And you know what?
And I just
that's good enough for some old guy.
You're not supposed to pour the Gatorade directly on the balls.
Oh yeah,
we're supposed to consume the Gatorade.
Consume the Gatorade
later.
I love it. I like my flavor too. It's glacier cherry because nothing tastes like that rare glacier cherry out in the glaciers.
What did I get here? Gatorade Frost, Vive Fraise. Anyway, crisp and cool.
Yeah, loving it. Not a flavor.
Yeah. Gatorade Ultimate Sunshine.
Yeah, no, you cannot eat that.
Gatorade Slaughterhouse Rules. It's just a red, just a deep red Kool-Aid.
They don't really put the flavors. It's just like a bunch of chemicals.
I don't know. It's all nonsense.
Most flavors are just citric acid, honestly.
I don't even think I like them very much. It's refreshing.
Oh, very refreshing.
Did you get dry mouth last time?
Oh, big time.
Yeah, I got very pasty.
I got very dry mouth.
Do we have anything to talk about today?
I think we might. The point of this whole thing is so far it's been just
we banged right through with absolute nonsense and buffoonery.
I love that.
Yeah,
I'm all about that kind of life.
Absolutely. Do we have anything else?
I think so. And
preparedness.
What were we? Oh, we're terrible at being prepared.
Yeah,
but what did we talk about before? We had a little
last time we were
writing
about our superheroes. And do you want to still just pin that for later? And because we were talking about something earlier, and I kind of want to get back to it.
So do I.
While it's still kind of fresh on the mind,
but my memory.
Okay, so first off, it sounds like we're making pitches for movies and stuff. We're trying to get this made. That'd be sweet. If anyone wants to make our movies, that'd be sweet.
Oh,
but anyway, no. What it really is just this is what we do. This is our discussion. This is how we discuss things. We make something out of it, even if it's not serious or going anywhere. Yeah. But even if you get the stories out of listening to podcasts, I think that's pretty sweet. If we slowly kind of
make ideas.
Just give people like progression on our characters that we dish out, or our stories that we kind of dish out. Like right now we're doing kind of
the best thing
right now we're giving people trailers kind of for later on in our podcast. Okay. Maybe we'll flesh out our stories a little bit better.
Well, the best part of having it and saying it is recording it. It's like you'll have that forever.
Yeah, it's kind of absolute improvised. It's a writer's room. What we're doing is we're just playing writer's room in this car.
It's like House, but for like creative people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Writer's room.
Yeah, we're just two grown men playing pretend.
Oh yeah, in the best way possible, the less creepiest way possible.
And a cheap little Ford Focus deckled in Batman.
And in the parking lot of a McAllister Place mall, a very sad mall. And and the Sobeys that used to be never there.
Oh,
and it's really decrepit because the Sobeys letters are still there.
As if it used to be something. You think it used
to
be something?
It was 24-hour Sobeys. I love the 24-hour Sobeys because you never know when you need anything at 2 a.m.
I've been there early.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess
no,
so.
No.
Anyway,
back. Yeah.
We
trailers and such.
It's kind of like right now we're giving you our trailers, and if you keep on listening, you might be able to get some story. You might be able to get some content.
The best thing with the internet is that most people on the internet will do that for you.
Yeah. And there's no
asked or not.
But, I mean, I'm sure that other people improvise on their podcast, but I feel like nobody is telling you a consistent. Nobody's giving you this experience. Like it's
story.
It's a writer's room situation where you're just getting this story as the writers are also getting the story.
Yeah, a lot of it will be created, and a lot of it probably won't, because that's the best.
I have an idea every 30 seconds.
Right.
I think you're kind of similar to that.
Yeah, just about.
So why not just kind of expel them?
The frame rate.
We could give you some of them. I feel like if we take 45 minutes a week and give you some of them, who cares?
Yeah,
right?
I think that'd be pretty fun.
I feel like that's advertisement, right?
People don't care. I mean, it's probably better that I hate commercials.
Okay, so what was the name of our teen movie?
Oh, it was, I think the first one, we actually came with the sequel before we came with the first one.
Okay, but let's start with the first one then.
The first one? It was high school taking the test, or like
high school taking
the test is positive?
High school test positive.
High school test positive.
Okay, so high school test positive is our, it's going to be our teen romp.
Our teen, sexed up romp.
Yeah, the main character is, Jason, played by 59-year-old Jason Biggs.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
He's
playing a high schooler again.
Yeah. And for the 5,000th time.
What Jason Biggs is going to do is he's going to bang it out with the hottest chick in school. Obviously drunk as can be, because...
Oh, super drunk.
Yeah.
Because, all high school girls making all those poor decisions.
Yeah. Anyway, I know, it's not funny yet. It's not funny yet.
It's not.
We're getting to it. It will be good.
I think... yeah, I have no idea how, but... they definitely get teen pregnancy.
It's a teen pregnancy movie. This is the movie where they have a baby. The test is positive. And
yeah.
Okay. So that is the movie.
Nothing to do with actual testing. Of school testing.
They take tests. Maybe,
I think... Ditch.
Okay.
They ditch and fuck.
Give me this. Give me a second. Let's say that her positive test is the pregnancy, and so she's terrified. She's like, oh my god, we got to deal with this problem, and so she's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then meanwhile, big nerd, smartest guy in the school is all like, no, I got tests to take. I don't have time for your pregnancy nonsense.
Bye-bye.
So he's going to keep taking his tests. So and they're going to keep coming up. Oh, yeah, okay.
Positive.
This guy has a future. He's building a future. And she's like, why am I not getting a future?
That's a really thought out idea.
Where is my future? Where is my future?
And
this isn't fair.
I'm appreciative of that.
And she's really, really annoyed with the fact that he doesn't care. He's just progressing and not paying attention to the fact that she's pregnant. And that is test positive. That is...
See, I'm glad you're on that page. I'm glad I'm able to understand that, because when you said test positive, my twisted brain of an idea was like, can they have AIDS? And will it be tested for positive?
No. We're not.
I'm like, death? Okay.
It's got to be...
Well, I like your idea better. It's
like a little bit of a feud between the two.
Right.
It's very basic. Very basic.
Oh, very, yeah.
Anyway, that's test positive.
That's test positive.
What did we have before was essentially just the fact that it was a high school. We knew that it was a teen movie.
Well, I drove past a community college, and I was like, it's just an overglorified high school, if you ask me.
Yeah.
That's come from someone who's going to university.
Yeah, okay, so...
Yeah.
So absolutely, that's essentially what it is. That's Take 2 of high school. It's the second high school.
Take 2 of high school.
So this is where
high school 2.
We came up with the sequel.
Taking the test back.
Taking back the test is what it is.
Taking back the test.
It's got to at least end a bit groovy.
That's true.
Taking back the high school. Taking back the test is what community college is.
Like
and this
high
is
school musical, but with much more sex.
What this is she's ditched this douchebag.
Yeah.
But she still takes care of the boy.
Definitely. If it identifies as a fridge,
and she's
who knows?
But she cut this deal with the university, not the university, community college. She's not. He's off succeeding, and that's frustrating for her. But she's going to succeed on her own. She doesn't even care. She's going to go to community college.
She's going to struggle
with that kid. She doesn't care. She's going to figure this out.
That kid's coming
taking him to class
all the time,
him everywhere,
everywhere place,
and that is how she takes back the test.
She takes
back that pregnancy test. She's like, you know what, pregnancy test?
This didn't quite work out for me. Consequently, she actually tries to actually get her money back.
Test.
She gets her money back. Or tries to.
$16.50 back in my pocket.
And double that out, because this kid's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I like to think that she builds a stroller. She builds everything by hand. She's she discovers that she's
at a shop after
that she is a lesbian, and not to be stereotypical, but she loves shop class.
Do you think that's what it is? It's a lesbian.
I think she's butch.
You think that?
And she builds everything. She builds a house.
I think that
out in the prairies.
I think she's soft. I think she's beautiful. But she goes in, she meets her butch, and that butch teaches her. Not homophobic in any way. This is just the way we speak. We're
awful people.
We're completely just and against everyone all the time.
We equally hate everything.
They meet. She meets her giant bear. Giant bear teaches her how to
big bear love you.
how to build things, and this is their romance, and this is her after class while she's learning how to be a lawyer or what have you. Who cares? She's a powerful woman now, taking back that pregnancy test.
And I like to take a page out of someone we know, and I like to think in maybe that sequel they move out to somewhere far. She builds the house, and then her butch leaves her. Oh. That was satisfying to hear. Oh. That bottle pop as it's
wasn't it kind of?
Woo, not bad.
Anyway.
But yeah, and then it's building off this. She's just having a rough time in her life, but she always comes out in the end.
I feel like it dominated that. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I just love it. I love listening to that. I was like, this is a good trailer for this movie. I want to.
Did you know where that came from?
I don't know.
There's a bit of wonderment in your eyes.
I don't know. I think I heard him. No, I couldn't have.
You've heard that happen before.
Maybe. You know what? I've probably seen it more than I've heard it.
Yeah.
Real life. There's been so many pregnancies going on, and those pregnant people are not taking tests. The smart and I can't say people are. I mean, people are dumb.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, everyone's dumb. But if you're having a child knowingly through high school, you've made some poor decisions. Because I don't think anybody's immediate idea is to have a kid while they are in high school. Waking up one morning and be like, Mrs. Bloomstein, you gave me that F. I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to prove you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't think I want to have any kid to financially screw me over.
Yeah.
While I can't even study for a Spanish test.
Okay. Can we? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a sad world. I mean, not necessarily. I've seen so many.
I've called many pregnancies of many people I've seen in my life.
My mother had
mother.
Not me. She had my brother when she was 17, so she was a teen mother. And she ended up having 5 kids eventually.
Interesting.
I have a sister who's 11, who's 16 years younger than me, 20 years younger than my brother.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, anyway, what I'm getting at is, she was a teen mother, and she produced a perfectly stand-up country grocer.
I don't think I comment on. I don't think I don't. I don't think I'm not downing.
No.
anybody's ability.
That was just a gag.
But of course. I think sometimes people can pull it off if they're strong enough.
Absolutely.
But most people, it's the unfortunate C, or that's probably not even a word, but the downside to this is that a lot of people who are pregnant during high school,
mm-hmm.
they give I'm not saying they are, because clearly I haven't met them, but they give the air, if you will, of not being all there intelligently, but then again, I'm not one to say because I need to meet those people.
Okay, so let's get on. Okay.
I want to.
You're gonna like this stuff. You want to get on a fun topic. Okay. Earlier we were discussing how essentially we feel like we sometimes walk through this world amongst a series of just AI, artificial intelligence.
Yes, of course.
And I feel like part of that program is teen pregnancy. That's all that. Maybe that's all that is.
Okay.
Maybe that was their programming because later. Do you see them ever again? Is their part?
I never see them
clearly their
again.
story is not part of your story anymore.
Goodness, no.
So maybe my program with her association with my program is no longer there. So that's it. That's all she was written for, was to be for my programming. That's all she was written for. Maybe she has her own programming, her own game.
She might. I definitely think
but for my programming,
the game changes.
Let's call it a MMO sort of thing, like. My Half-Life sort of thing.
Okay.
We're all in the same. We're all built with the same game engine, so I could potentially be a part of her AI. But in my situation, she's my AI as just the pregnant. She was and when I was in high school, she was the one that was pregnant.
Right.
And that's all she is. So that's part of it. Like somehow we have to see all of this happening around us in order to develop.
Well. That's the thing you say that, because that strikes my thinking that I don't understand a lot of people and a lot of what people do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never able to understand why people act the way they do or the way they are. But then again, I don't know why. That's one of those big questions out there. Like why do people do what they do?
But that's why I bring up the whole if we were programmed. And this is, and we are the game. We are the one playing the game.
We are spelunking now.
If I was the one playing the game, then I can see I'm the one that's typing in the code. I'm the one that's giving the commands, telling my character, myself, what to do. So I can see my own code, but the AI is still there. The AI is still there doing doing whatever its rounds, what have you, doing its job for this life.
Of course.
What was I getting at? I don't know. I feel like I was getting at something there.
Getting at. Yeah, we'll lose our train of thought sometimes, but that's okay.
I do that.
It's okay.
For reasons.
Yeah, it happens.
Reasons.
It happens. Perfectly fine with that.
Yeah. But I feel like that sometimes. I just feel like I'm playing, like I'm the only one playing the game. I don't know. And then I meet people like you who have that same, who are also maybe okay. So maybe there is the existence of AI in this. What do you call them? Like
omnipresent beings?
No, when you're playing in one room.
Right. Split screening? No,
like you're all campaigning amongst the same group of players
multiplayer
in one room in an MMORPG. Like you're not all
party.
Yeah, like you're all diving into one. I don't know. I can't even get it into one world.
Yeah.
In this universe,
you're on the same server.
Yes, that's the one. That's
server.
Thank you. Lost me for a minute.
We can play charades. We can play charades. Pictionary and what have you.
Yeah, you're all on the same server. Why did it brain fart? Anyway, so right now, Colton and I are on the same server, and we found each other.
This is a very small server.
And we found each other by recognizing that, wow, you were off the rails too.
Exactly.
So let's talk some more.
I have found no one on this server for a long time.
Yeah,
it's a very small PvP server that no one visits.
Some people play lightly, some people play heavy. And you notice them. Yep. And then some people are just like walking into walls because all they are is a program, like those knocked up teens.
We have come full circle.
Mm-hmm.
That is nice. I'll give that back.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
I almost always have a plan. I just like to lose it sometimes.
You just like to go off the beaten path.
Yeah.
And take the round way around.
Mm-hmm. It's called illness.
Brought to you by illness.
Yep. It produces most of my programming.
What if illnesses were just presented as like commercial? Hi, I'm HPV. Now, you may suffer time to time.
I would like this to be brought to you by the ownership of the ownership of mental illness. That is what this episode is brought by, because that is
brought to you by the letter I for illness.
That is my prerogative, right? I feel like
I just love those like stupid PBS like things.
Yeah.
But I just want something darker by being thanked by that.
I love that. Yeah.
Like Sesame Street, except today's dumbness was brought to you by the letter stupid.
The letter stupid.
Just dumb crap like that. Just love that.
Bro.
What the? There's a guy in an afro, and he's just walking with some kind of bag.
He's carrying
some kind of box.
It's a shelving unit from Michael's or something.
Yeah,
I love those things. I put my pens in them.
Ooh, nice pen holder.
Mm.
Oh, actually, that guy's in my stats class last year.
Oh,
at my university. Yeah,
maybe he'll be on the show someday.
I hope not.
Probably not.
Do
you want to try? I'd love to.
You shall never learn.
If anyone's listening to this and they want to be on the show, we want to play a little game with people sometimes.
Mm.
It's a little game called Scramble the Brain.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really what it is just we want people to come on and we want them to just play with us, discuss with us, enjoy our banter, and try to be a part of it.
No, yeah,
and it's not
definitely
easy to do.
Oh, God, no. Many have tried. Most fail.
Most do fail, yeah.
And the odd one, the odd shining star, twinkling.
We'll bring them on and we'll challenge them full force.
Of course.
In the car.
In this wonderful, interesting, I will say interesting vehicle.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it
has a great odor to it.
Mm.
But hey, we just recently got an Airwick.
Airwick, yep.
Oh, brought to you. This is not sponsored.
We are not sponsored by anyone.
I would love to be Airwick if you want to be sponsored.
If we mention somebody, it's because either they're electrolyting our penises.
Oh.
For hopefully future use, right?
Hopefully soon.
Eventually, someday.
Yeah. I like to hope.
That's what they're for. Or we're enjoying some donuts and
I apologize.
Colton's chewing like a monster.
My chewing last time, I heard that back and I was just appalled.
You're not allowed to chew. He's not allowed to eat on.
I have a eating ban on this podcast.
Yeah, never allowed to happen.
Never again.
I'm probably not going to either. Just to be fair.
True,
but I don't know. I'm just a nice guy like that, right? I'm a stand-up fella.
You're just a stand-up fella, man.
Yeah.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah. And you're a fart smeller, man.
Yeah, I'm a
family guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have anything else to talk about?
Well, actually, we're not too bad for time. We're at around 22-ish minutes.
I know, but I love going.
I literally want to talk about more.
Do you have any more ideas?
I want to comment on. My bladder is.
You have to pee.
I have to, sadly. But I can definitely hold it. I'll hold it. This is more important than my 400 milliliter bladder.
If we can think of something to talk about, what do we?
I mean, we got a Walmart. I see a shopper. So New Brunswick is a very special place, and New Brunswick, depending where you are, it can be very depressing or interesting.
Let's talk about our city. Let's talk about St. John.
St. John.
Let's talk about the east side of St. John where we're sitting right now.
I like to call it sometimes the belly of smog.
I call it
so much smoke and so much smog in the air.
Yeah. I call it the salad bowl because it's just this big bowl where where water is constantly dumped through and flooding this thing until
gross. That's a soggy salad.
Leaves a sludgy old mess of alternatives left in the bowl here.
Scuzzy old place.
What happens is it was designed in this. It's kind of a alcove sort of space.
Really?
It's kind of like a big dish of land where all these stores, all these department stores, all these malls and stuff sit in. And, but what saved it before all this was built was there was a channel to the ocean where water was able to pump out, but then they decided to put a causeway there.
True.
Yeah. That over time causes the water to
go away.
Yeah. It
talk about a causeway.
Floods the entire east side. So now they're trying to they're trying to build everything uphill. That's where our money is going.
Dumb name.
Our province. It was last I paid any attention because I don't care about any of this. Money's stupid. But
the root of all evil.
Last I was paying attention, we were $9 billion in debt. Our province.
Oh, probably. I wouldn't doubt that.
I feel like that's fixable.
A lot of it is fixable.
If the right
people are too greedy.
Yeah, absolutely. If the right people are invested in fixing that, we can fix that.
Truly, a lot of the problems that arise are from money and the ultimate greed.
Here's what I propose. How about if you make money, just a thought. It's really spaced out thought. I mean, I'm whacked out of my skull probably. Who knows? Anyway, it's just a thought. How about you use some of it for some good?
Whoa!
Once in a while,
no,
you
heaven forbid,
invest in the betterment of your community and maybe not just hoard it for generations to come.
What I find, I like to think that that using it for bad purposes is that people would rather take the extra effort and be like, this is going to make me more money, but it's clearly the worst option, than this better one that's still going to make me close enough money, but the bad option is making me just a couple of dollars more, so I want to take that, and I see more money, I want more money, greed, bad, you can't take the good part anymore, and then it just goes to all the shit.
Useless.
It's so dumb.
How about,
stupid.
If you don't want to just throw money at people, how about think of something? Or invest in a thought where you think that it could provide betterment for these people without actually just throwing money at them for them to spend on drugs and what have you that you don't trust them with.
Oh,
you don't have to give people money.
No.
What we're saying is do something to fix the problems.
Definitely do something.
Everyone's got ideas
action.
to do it. Like, why is it that we're just waiting? Why is it that the rest of us are waiting for the province or the country or whatever, the government, to figure out how to come up with all this money?
I have two words for you. Laziness and procrastination.
And dynasty.
Oh, yes.
Legacy.
Yep.
Serious problem.
And stupidity.
The people who worked hard and built these businesses are dead. And
very much a dirt nap.
Everyone who's
loving their dirt nap.
So obviously you have executives who were built or who are robots. So they're not creative minds. They're not ones that are actually progressing.
Oh, they speak in the terms of
dollars
language.
And cents.
Oh, they go money.
Yeah.
Money,
so
money.
there's them, and then the owners who are descendants, legacies, dynasties. People who were raised to know that they were better than everyone else and richer than everyone else.
Which is always a problem. I hate those kind of...
Some of them are capable.
Yeah.
Don't take it away from everybody.
That's true. That's true,
so
I guess.
Many.
People who are brought up to treat other people...
Should we throw the name around in this city? But I don't know.
The biggest
name, maybe we shouldn't.
No.
But there's one name. There's one big name in this city.
If you know New Brunswick, we don't have to tell you.
But one big name,
but because
which is exactly the embodiment of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So,
it probably does affect the area quite a bit.
So that's what we want to fix.
St. John is gross. I know we've just like the diamond in there. It's cold. I think it's cold. It's cold most of the time. There's no in between.
But you know what? If you go there's other cities out there.
It's a cleaner city. It is cleaner than most cities.
It's big, and once you get out of the primary shopping areas and stuff, and you get out to the country, it's beautiful. Oh my god!
It has all the city fixins.
The surrounding areas.
All the city fixins. You got your ghettos. You got your drug dealers, your addicts.
Yeah, but if you are willing to make a 20-minute commute, then you can live in just the most beautiful place.
Oh, definitely. I can definitely agree with that.
Or if you have the money to do so, which, I mean, that's the issue, I think.
We're living in a money world that it takes a lot of money to get by and really enjoy the fancy things in life.
Yeah.
It always has been, but I mean, it's more so now than I think than ever.
Yeah, for sure.
We're really reaching this premium chrome age of shiny and, just objects.
Yeah.
The objective age of having things. Pointless things that get thrown away and destroy even further things.
What we need.
Oh god.
We need a second we need a second renaissance, because what happened is we progressed to a point where it's out of control. It's out of our hands now.
Oh, definitely. It's spiraling out of control.
Yeah, we can't keep up with the technology and what it's doing and what it's capable of. It's a power that's out of our hands, and we got to slow down a little bit.
You need to step back and see the whole forest.
Just think for a second.
Stop looking at one tree and step back and see the whole picture.
Absolutely. And stop reading garbage.
Oh,
let's start filtering some of this information that goes out there in the airwaves.
So bad. It's like we're trying to cause a World War III here.
Oh, we are, for sure.
It's like we're literally trying to poke the bear.
Let's keep feeding the fire.
Ooh, this is hot.
Yeah,
let's not take this off.
Topic.
Oh, man, burning building? Let's keep that going.
Look at that hairdo running for office. Let's see if we can give him a little bit of a poke, see if he can pick
back
up the
to our favorite idiot. We mentioned last time, and he's evil because we keep talking about him.
I know, that's the problem, is we can't stop. Every time you listen to anything, every time you watch anything, full circle back to this guy, and that is his power.
That's his ultimate power.
That is his power, because
he's an earworm.
His brain is literally in his hairdo. It's not capable of anything.
True enough.
Besides being the face of evil.
And if you're not an idiot, and I already guessed, this is Donald Trump.
Yep.
Such a moron.
I mean, our Prime Minister lives inside his hair, too.
Oh, they all like to, and Angela Merkel.
But at least ours is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I find Angela. That's like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, but like, oh no, let me say my name differently, yo. Like, are you black in their life, Angela? Like, you need to pronounce every fucking letter.
Sometimes I wish that they could see me.
Right.
We got some.
We have a little bit of emotion going on here. We're more than just two voices.
Two beautiful voices.
Deep. How old am I? You can never guess our age.
Yeah. You can tell a lot about a man by the sound of his voice.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. But,
what does that say? What does that sign say? Walmart Vision.
Walmart's Vision. Where do you see the Vision?
Does it say Walmart Vision Blu-ray sign?
Where are you seeing this? Oh, Walmart Vision Blu...
What did that question doesn't make any sense?
No, it says Walmart Vision blurry sign, question mark?
I really do.
Wow.
I suppose I could use that then.
I want to comment on that.
Difficulty.
I want to comment on that. That's a horrible, horrible thing to do, because we're not supposed to divert our eyes from the road, and that sign's basically saying...
I bet you that's in the...
can you take the time to read the sign, please?
I bet you that's in the 10-year PC plan. Is to start getting rid of like signage on roads and stuff, and everything will be represented by nothingness, by colors and stuff, so that nobody's nobody's disjointed from their driving. Or in 10 years' time, we're all in self-driving cars.
That's true.
See what happens.
But I just like to see that. I just like to point the fact out. It's like, hi, I know you're trying to pay attention. Pay attention. I stutter like an idiot.
You are an idiot.
But hi, you're trying to pay attention to this road. But can you please read my full-length sign to see if your eyesight's working? If it's not, why are you driving? You know?
That's a fair point.
You know, I don't get it.
I don't get much of anything.
It's a miracle that sometimes I understand things. Like, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me, but we're doing it anyway.
Yeah. We were talking, my girlfriend and I earlier were talking about the algorithms. Well, I was talking about it, and Chrissy was like, keep on talking. I'll humor you for a bit. Which is
Which girlfriends do.
That is what she does.
I don't have one.
I love her to death, but she doesn't care what I have to say most of the time.
Definitely
which
humorous.
I respect entirely, because I've been driving her nuts for years and years. But anyway, I was talking to her. I was talking at her. As she interested herself in more important things.
Because you wouldn't speak to her, you would just talk at her.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I thought that was Sean and Rachel for a second.
Nope.
See you guys. Anyway, we were discussing the lines, how they were non-existent up at Lancaster Mall.
Oh, right. They're not there.
And so I was explaining how the people in that parking lot, so when they don't have those lines, what happens is they start to just drive in full circles and driving sideways and on their roof and upside down and just they don't care.
I like to think that the devil himself is trying
the issue I came up with is that
make a pentagon with the shape with the cars.
Yeah, I feel like for me though, just having an understanding of algorithms to know that is what was in place here, that these speed limits, lines that are supposed to be drawn on the road, St. John,
so stupid.
And all of these things, there are algorithms in place by a higher power, which is supposed to be you guys, and these people don't understand them. So without these lines guiding them, and without
because most people are a bunch of meerkat, like just dumb lemmings.
Absolutely.
And without guidance, they're gonna fall off that cliff.
Absolutely.
They're gonna jump right off.
They don't understand that it's a science.
No, God no.
And it works. It all works. All of it works. If you guys just stay on the track you're supposed to be on. Or if you understand the track, that's fine. Then you can go and do what you need to do off the track as long as you get back on it. Yeah. Do it safely. Do it without harming anybody. That's great. But for the most part, you're all just meant to stay on the track and keep everyone safe.
Yeah, because with dumbness comes irresponsibility and recklessness. Yeah. And a lot of that recklessness cannot be contained unless you actually have an active thinking brain and actually know what's going on. And if you don't, if you're a dumb lemming, you're going to hurt the people who are actually smart. Yes. And it's going to just, or you get two lemmings running into each other.
But that's the problem. It's the brain, the city, is not providing the limbs, the people, with the right information to execute these operations. Like, not all of them are brain cells. Not all of them can execute the operation on their own. Some of them need direction. They need signal. And you guys aren't drawing in the lines for them to be able to. No, we say you guys. We mean we're talking about the city.
Yeah, we're talking at the city. We're not talking with the city.
No, we're telling you guys to smarten up and draw some lines so that your lemmings, your sheep can be properly directed.
Oh yeah, bunch of sheeple.
We're not talking to the smart people who drive properly. I know you people exist.
Yep.
We acknowledge you every day. You're out there.
That's why
we love you for it.
Yeah.
But there's so many out there that don't get it.
Yeah. No. We fully telling, never asking.
I don't compromise very well, do I?
No.
But
I don't think I do either.
No.
So
we're very combative.
Very combative. It was like today at work. I had my, Kyle working, and I was pushing up the bread rack, as I do, the ones that are taller than my whole body.
Yeah.
So like 7 feet. And then he was like, "Oh, watch out, Colton. There's people as customers ahead of you." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm fully aware that they're there. I'm still gonna plow through them and say, 'Excuse me,' as a good Canadian will. I'll be like, 'Excuse me.'
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry.
Pardon me.
But I'm doing this anyway."
And then they'll move because, as sheep will do, they don't want to die. They don't want to get squished. And it's all my dumb voices have a mental retardation problem. My dad, I just cannot. Oh no! There's a bread rack coming. Shit. And they move.
They do move. Most of them move. Some of them just stand there with their tongue swollen.
Oh. We'll get to that someday. That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
We like that. Like we said last time, our workplace is a plethora of characters.
I'd love to get into it, but the issue is
it's too deep for this one today.
Well, that, and you can't really just go throw people's situations around because it's such a small place.
Yeah.
People would go in there and be like, "Well, I can narrow that down. I know whose story that is."
Yeah.
You can't. That's the issue here.
That's the problem.
I think the best thing to do is to someday, if we can convince them.
Yeah.
37, 34. If we can convince one or two of them, like some of our favorite ones who we know can converse for a while, who want to take the challenge of the brain scramble.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Then we'll invite them on and they can talk to us about themselves and you might meet the character. I think that's the best way to handle that.
That's a cool thing.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll still say that it's an awesome place to go.
Oh,
the people are really friendly.
Deals.
You'll love your experience. Great deals. Awesome produce.
On the vine.
Awesome meat. On the vine. St. John. They are not paying us to do that.
I wish.
We work. Well, they're paying us to do other things. But we just, anyway. It's a good place for what we need
it's an ivory tower made of pumpkins and fruits and vegetables.
To take care of me while nobody's throwing money at me for being awesome at stuff. I'd really rather that, just to put that out there.
Same.
But
always.
For the meantime.
For the meantime, this is what's keeping us going.
Yeah.
This is what's paying the minimal bills that I pay.
Yeah, and we respect it and we like it. Yeah. And we love the people.
So,
like donuts.
Insane. Oh, yeah. Love donuts.
Anyway.
Should we? I think we should. I think that's
pretty good. It was a really good show, I think. I think we did a good job. I was really terrified. It's always about, the issue is always about, can we do a take two?
That's true. But I really think that, we don't have to worry. I don't like to worry too much because I acknowledge quickly that not every production will be as great as one we love the most.
Yeah, that's true.
Some days that will produce ones that are outstanding, so other days won't be as interesting, but still fun to listen to.
But we're both such unfortunate perfectionists that...
Right, and in most cases, that will bother us internally, but... but
I hate us.
I know, right?
We're awful. You know why everyone hates us?
Because we're high-functioning perfectionists.
I'm not high functioning. I don't know about you. I'm pretty low functioning.
I can't remember. I can't tell if I am or not.
You know what I am?
I like to mislabel myself.
I don't even know how to explain it.
I don't. I can't. I can't.
I am a creative mind with like zero social direction.
Right. But anyway. So I think we did pretty good this time, and we're gonna figure out a schedule to these postings and what have you.
Since last time,
what do you guys think of
with a name?
Also, what do you guys think of the name, and what do you guys think of the intros we're doing here?
We call it the Great Canadian Carcast, or the GCCC, or
G-tripC,
G-tripC, G-tripC.
It's a great time.
Yeah, I love it. It goes on forever. And, it mostly just has the 6.
And if you're listening, and hopefully we will, what do you guys think of these? We'd like to stage some intros.
Yeah, just little skits.
Yeah, little skits before the whole thing. And do you think that's a good thing? Do you guys enjoy it?
We didn't want to
feedback is good.
What our thought was is we didn't want to do a stale intro every time. We wanted to kind of have fun with it because we're idiots and we like to have fun. Because it's like we were talking about earlier, I don't know whether it was we were recording it or whether it was after we pressed the button, but we were discussing how we're just full-grown adults playing pretend. That is how we get through the day.
Of course.
Yeah. So anyway, give us your thoughts, and check out below.
Please share
and find our social media.
Share all that stuff.
Yeah, we'd love you. We'd love you to check it all out and share it with everyone you know, and love us forever.
Please.
Or hate us.
Someone has to.
But pay attention to us because you hate us. I'm perfectly fine with that.
Someone has to love me because no one does.
That's true. That is true. No one loves you
currently. My family does, but that's like,
Okay, well, Colton's going to go home and he's going to hang himself, and I'm going to go home and love my family. And I'll be back next week with a new co-host.
Whether I'm going to be dead. Dead is dead.
We'll pine over our lost friend here. All right.
Awesome.
All right. See you later.
See you.
This has been a GCCC.